Watch till the end to see all the gruesome parts. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there lived a girl and her mom. They lived in the cabins in the wood and lived very peacefully. One day, the mom asked the little girl, which is Little Red Riding Hood, "Hey, little girl, can you bring these food to Grandma because she's very, very sick?" Little Red Riding Hood's like, "Drugs? What are drugs?" And then her mom said, "Don't worry about that. They're actually just food." And then Little Red Riding Hood gets on her journey, walks into the woods, and feels very hungry. And is like, "Ooh, I bet Grandma wouldn't mind if I took some of her food." Takes out some powdery white stuff and eats it. She said, "Tastes good. I'm getting high." And then she's going into the woods. A few hours later, he saw a wolf. The wolf says, "Hi, little girl, where are you going?" The little girl says, "I'm going to my grandma's house to give her these foods." And the wolf said, "All right, see you later." And Little Red Riding Hood kept on going until she reached her grandma's house. When she knocked on the door, she heard a laughing sound. "Little Red Riding Hood, come in." Little Red Riding Hood comes in and sees Grandma and says, "Hi, Grandma. What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just drinking some of this drug." And then Little Red Riding Hood's like, "Grandma, what's drug?" "It's something that makes your body feel very good." The grandma gives the Little Red Riding Hood some. Little Red Riding Hood drinks it and says, "Grandma, it feels good." And Grandma asked, "Hey, Little Red Riding Hood, did you bring me some of that good stuff?" And Little Red Riding Hood says, "Yeah, Grandma, I bought you a lot of stuff." "Good, that's all I need you to do for him." 360 no-scoped, pulled out her pistol, stabbed her on the neck, and shot her in the face. Little Red Riding Hood dies. And then the wolf comes to the grandma's house, and the grandma's like, "Hey, wolf, I killed Little Red Riding Hood. You can eat her now." The wolf says, "Oh, say less." The wolf bites off Little Red Riding Hood's face, drinks her blood, and eats her legs off. After that, Grandma gave the wolf some drugs, and then the wolf got high as well. The wolf went to the mom's house, ate the mom, and said, "Do you like drugs?" And then he said, "Oh, I forgot, you're dead." So he brings the mom's corpse to the grandma's house for her to finish her off. And the grandma eats more drugs. Isn't that a gruesome story? Lesson for today is, don't trust your grandma or a random wolf you see in the woods. And don't trust your mom, because your mom might just give you drugs. Leave a like and subscribe so Little Red Riding Hood doesn't bring you drugs. Yeah, that's all. See you later, alligator.